The interim, and you'll see this when we make the application for the conditional use permit, will indicate what the phasing of the project will be. As we talked about, by the way, my name is Paul Tucci.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, for the record, yes.
This person is over there. The idea that we're going to have is to create an area, the drive lane will be through here and around in the near term. This area will be all graded. Utilities will be there to that pad, but it'll be graded down, black dirt, and we'll seed them until such time as we're ready to build. One of the things that we did talk about at the Planning Commission is we are most likely going to create a second lot here, so that building can sit on its own lot. And actually, there'll be a third lot. The pond over here is already through an existing deal that the current landowner and the city have had. That will be platted out. So there's actually going to be 3 lots. There's going to be one here, one for the grocery, and one for this. So the area along County Road 64 will be seeded and maintained until such time as we're ready to construct that area.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tucci. Any other questions while we've got them up there? Yes, Ms. Under.
This may seem insignificant, but how wide are the parking spaces?
9.5.
Okay, because what I'm finding more and more on new construction areas is that when you park a real vehicle like a Suburban or a regular sized car, you can't get out.
We've done
Lots of door dings.
Yeah, your comment is not too far off. We used to design these with some at 8.5 and some at 9, and
Yeah.
in a store like this, especially in a suburban area, more open space, you are going to have more bigger vehicles moving in and out. So we've gone to the 9.5 and sometimes 10, but typically 9.5 gives you enough width to get in and out. Even at 10 feet, depends on how the person pulls in there.
Right, I understand that.
And I'm probably one of the worst violators. I tend to get the driver's door really far so I can kick it open, and my kids are about that far. So, but we found that 9.5 feet work. And, I think that's enough width, and they're 20 feet deep. So there's enough maneuvering room.
Thank you.
I got a question for staff about that from maybe Joe. Our parking downtown is at 9.5?
The angle.
Or is it, I know that's an angle, but what?
The parking downtown is at angles, so it's a little bit different. I think it's 9 perpendicular.
Yeah, so it's 16 by 16 deep.
Yeah.
Okay, what would Target be in Chocopee?
9.
9?
More than likely 9.
Okay.
I mean, 9.5 is a nice, comfortable stall.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
thank you. I didn't know what, but I know you go to some stores that are very narrow, and they're probably at 9 or 8.5. Very good question.
I do have a question regarding park dedication. Any inkling as to what that's going to look like? What are we looking at, 6.7 acres?
Right.
Yep, okay. And there's going to be trails as per our,
Mr. Mayor, the city's
Yep.
not requiring any at this point.
Okay.
Scott County has made the comment about having a trail or sidewalk on the south side of County Road 64, or at least grading it at this point for a future trail or sidewalk.
okay,
That's been the comment they've made.
very good.
But we're putting in sidewalks and trails, or one of the other, on the frontage road.
Right, right, very good. Yeah, we just worry about that connectivity. Okay, any other? What's that?
Just one more quick
Yep.
question. Are you looking at doing any landscaping in these islands here, or is it just going to be rock? Are you looking at putting some trees for shading
You'll have
eventually,
both,
or?
And you'll see that when the application is made for the CSP, one of the things you'll see is a full landscaping plan. So you'll see the interior and perimeter lines.
Okay. Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay. Okay, council, we have Resolution 09-101 in front of us, approving the concept plan.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Trost, second by Underfirth. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? This motion carries unanimously. Welcome to Belle Plaine. Looking forward to working with you. You bet. 8.3, annual review of the city's liability insurance. Jeff McDonald from the Canopy Group is here. Let's see. That's Ms. Meyer.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Council. Jeff McDonald from the Canopy Group is here. The city purchases its insurance through the League of Minnesota Cities Insurance Trust. It must be renewed annually. By resolution, the council must set the per occurrence limit as well as its deductible and the open meeting requirement. There was a reduction in our actual premium amount this year. We did leave the individual deduction amount remaining at $2,500. And there were several changes. We made sure that the policy has been completely updated with property and equipment. And I will turn it over to Mr. McDonald to present the rest.
Mr. McDonald.
That's the main thing that's talking to me, so speaking just a little bit further what we've done.
Can I have you turn on your microphone? There you go.
Is that
No?
It must be dead. Didn't have to speak up.
Could we give him another?
speak very loud?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that we did do a full rebuild look at the city's property values mainly. The League of Minnesota Cities came in and did full appraisals on all buildings that were over $500,000. Then our office did appraisals on some of the smaller buildings and some park equipment and things like that that you have, which resulted in some increases in coverage. You still have a buffer there within the League of Minnesota Cities in that you have 150% coverage for any building limit or property limit that you have per location. So it still gives us a buffer, but it was time to do that review, which we do approximately every 5 years, taking a look at this. The premium reduction was about 4%. And really what we're here looking at today would be, the resolution would be looking at whether or not to elect to waive the tort liability or accept the tort liability that's provided by the state of $500,000 per person for $1.5 million per car.